Hello, salam, merhaba, niha, konnichiwa, privyet. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. I hope you have had an amazing weekend and are enjoying your time with family and friends. This is Furious, and this would be my second video on my YouTube channel. I just actually woke up and decided to do a quick tour on my Sunset Canyon setup and basically show you guys how I managed to squeeze in and stay in top 10 in Sunset Canyon as a free-to-play player in a Season of Conquest Kingdom. Now, for example, I was rank 8 for the last week. A day before that, I was rank 10. We got a 6, another 6, 8, 9, 4, and so on. Now, the only reason I try to stay in top 10 is basically for the rewards. We know they are not that great, just a couple of golden keys and bunch of speed ups per week and also some daily rewards. But if you're free to play like me, then these rewards are going to help you in the long run, and that is what you want to have. Now, to be honest, guys, I do actually spend money in the game. Per month, I am spending between $10 to $15 on the bundle that gives you 10 legendary heads. Basically, whenever you get a new legendary commander, let's say from the Mightiest Governor of Heads, or from the Wheel of Fortune, or if you're a new player, from the Golden Keys. So whenever you get a new legendary commander, you do get a bundle pop-up that gives you 10 legendary heads and bunch of other goodies. And this bundle costs about $6. So that is what I'm spending my money on. And if you're spending money in the game, make sure you get this one. But I wouldn't call myself really a low spender, because nowadays in Rise of Kingdoms, low spender means spending between minimum $200 up to $500 a month, which is crazy. And as 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝒹𝓎 says, I am not a financial advisor. So let's say, for example, you have 7 wives and 35 children, boys and girls. Make sure they are living comfortable. You are living comfortable. Everyone has what they need. And after that, you can move on towards spending money on video games and on a mobile game. So just be responsible with your money. And okay, let's get to the video. So I will be making a couple of points, starting from VIP. So VIP is one of the most important factors on winning the Sunset. There is really no special boss for Sunset at VIP 15, but what's really interesting is at VIP 14, you do get a troop capacity buff, 5%, which means you can bring more troops, deal more damage, and stay alive longer. And that is what you want to have. Speaking of VIP 15, this is a complete package for fighting during KVK and on open field, because you do get a hospital capacity bonus 30% and a healing speed 50% plus. If you got that French civilization, you do get another 20% healing speed, and you can have a rune that is 20% plus a kingdom buff that is 30%. So if you have them all together, that is 120% healing speed, which is a massive game changer in terms of saving speed ups and continuing to fight longer during KVK and be useful to your kingdom. Now, I also will talk about VIP and where you should be depending on how long you are playing the game. For example, if you're at KVK 1, you should be VIP 10. By KVK 2, you should be VIP 12. And by KVK 6, you should be able to reach VIP 15. That is how I did it. It took me about 550 days to reach level 15. And as you guys see, I'm a T4 player. My academy is still at 24. Same goes with my castle. I still need a couple hundred more books to reach 25. And that means that I haven't spent a single gem towards upgrading my castle by buying books. It's all organic by rallying barbarian forts. Yes, it takes time, but that is the best way you should do it. As a free-to-play player, you should put your focus towards your VIP rather than being a T5 player. So to show you guys an example that you don't need to be a T5 player to actually dominate in Season of Conquest, you can take my stats, for example. They are not that great, but they are decent for my power, I think. And I still try to do better. You can see here are my kills. I have mostly T4 and T5 kills. That is because in Season of Conquest, most of your opponents are T5 players. And when you do have good commanders and good equipment, it is very easy to farm T5 kills in a murder ball when you have AoE commanders that deal AoE damage, and it is easy to get. And also I want to quickly talk about dead troops. Guys, don't be afraid of killing your troops. They only have one reason in life, and that is to die. Literally born to die. You can't use them as decoration. They can't be put on top of the shelf or on the walls. Just don't be afraid to kill them. It is very necessary for your account stats. If you have good account stats, you can be accepted in a good kingdom and also in a good alliance as well, which means there are spenders in that alliance, and they spend and drop gold chest, and you get VIP points from the gold chest that help you towards your VIP goal inside the game. And to show you guys an example, ever since KvK1, well, in KvK1 there was no troop return, so I don't have a screenshot of that, but this is KvK2, KvK3, another KvK2 because I migrated. This is KvK3. This is KvK4, which was the last KvK, the Season of Conquest. And as you guys see, I also have dead siege units. That is because it is the best time for you to kill your T4 siege, because they give you speed ups. Once your hospital is full, send them to die. They give you speed ups, and they also get returned after KvK is done. But as you see, I have many dead troops. Just send them towards rallies and garrisons, help your kingdom achieve their goal, and you always get to train more troops, so don't be afraid of doing that. Now back on the topic of Sunset Canyon, this is the current setup that I use. Today is Monday, so I haven't used my daily attempts yet, but we will get to that in a bit. So I am using Nevsky with Juan Prime, Charles Martel with normal Juan, Saladin with Aethelflaed, Boudica Prime with YS3, and Scipio Prime with Alexander the Great, all the way from KvK2. I am using the same commanders, both for attacking players and for defending myself. And here is my lineup. I always try to separate a march from the other ones. Now basically this helps you to win the game. Sometimes I don't really know why, I just do it. So if any of you knows the mechanism behind this, please let me know. Yeah. Now getting back to Commanders tab, I do have Nevsky expertise. Some players say that he is enough to use at 5.5.5.1. Now I have to disagree with that. He is a commander that must be maxed to reach his full potential. He's extremely powerful, so make sure you guys max him. This is the current gear I have on Nevsky. It is a complete set of Hellish Wasteland with the exception of the pants and the gloves. These two pieces are amazing. They give you health bonus, Ash of the Down, and Navarre's Control. Make sure you guys have this one. And I got the epic accessories. Basically, I won't be crafting any legendary ones. I'm going to tell you that in a bit. So he is paired with Juan Prime. She is at 5.425, and I'm going to leave her like that. I won't be investing in her no more. She is also enough to use at 5.115. Getting to my second march, it's going to be Scipio Prime at 5.551. He is paired with Alex the Great. Now these two are massive shield makers. They give your marchers amazing shield during sunset, so they are a must to have. This is the current gear I have on Scipio. Now the plan is to get a full set of Eternal Knight, a full legendary set with exception of the chest plates and the pants. You guys need to have these ones, Hope Clock and Eternal Knight. These two pieces are amazing to have. And the next thing I'm gonna get is gonna be the boots of Eternal Knight. then the gloves, and at last it's going to be the legendary shield, which is the most expensive one. So it's going to be the last one to get. Again, epic accessories. Getting to the third match, it's Boudica Prime, all epic gear. As you see, I'm not an archer player, but in the near future, when I'm done with my cav and infantry equipment, I will be investing in archers as well. She is at 5-5-5-1 and she is paired with YSG. Now these two guys are amazing nukers. They are pure skill damage and they are super strong. So they are also a must-have in your canyon setup. Now getting to the fourth march, I am using Saladin 5-5-5-1 all the way from KVK2. This guy is amazing to have, and he is paired with 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓈. She is a strong debuffer. Even to this day in Sunset Canyon and on open field, she does attack, defense, and health reduction by 30% for 2 seconds. That is amazing. But in the near future, my plan is to replace her with William I, because he's more stronger than her and he buffs your troops and nearby ally troops and gives them 50 rage per second for 3 seconds. So my plan is to replace him, and he should be 5-5-5-1 to use. And finally, the last march that I use, it's 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎, a very basic buffing march. I use him with the normal Juan. She's a strong buffer even to this day. Many people use her in Sunset Canyon, in Season of Conquest. Just look at his stats, they are amazing to have. So the gear I have on 𝒟𝒹𝒹𝓎 is just very basic health gear, focus on health. As you see, health here, here, and here. And I got the ancient stratagems. That is because I want him to stay alive as long as possible, so he could buff my troops as long as possible when he is paired with Juan. So back on the topic of why I won't be crafting any legendary accessories, well, that is because they are too expensive. You can see how expensive they are. And the plan is, once I got a full legendary equipment on all of my marches, on 5 marches, after that I'm gonna be investing towards the legendary accessories. So until then, the plan is to spend KVK shop coins only on the legendary heads and the equipment chests. That is what many players told me. They are doing the same. Many experienced players, they are not crafting any legendary accessories, not until they have 5 complete sets on 5 of their marches. So once you got that, once you're ready, you can get dagger and the ring, because these 2 pieces are the best ones available right now to have, especially for free-to-play players. They will help you quite a lot on open fields and also on rallying, structures, and objectives. So finally, let's do a quick sunset battle. Let me use my daily attempts and hopefully get back in top 10. I am going to be attacking only players close to my power. So let's see. This player, I think we can manage that. So let's see. I will be using Saladin with William for this video, just to experiment how he works as 5-2-1-1. So let's try and see what happens. All right, put 𝒟𝒹𝓿𝓈 here. Okay, that was a success. Let's see how that happens. 12,000 remaining. That is amazing. And as you guys see, most of my kills goes towards 𝒟𝒹𝓿. That is because, again, he is expertised. So do the same, guys. He is very powerful. All right. Next, we're gonna do. Let's do Monkey Luffy. Okay, that was another success. Very good. Let us see. A big difference. Okay. Again, like this guy is doing some mistake using CPU prime with Mehmet. And for example, here Alex with 𝒟𝒹𝓇. That is not what you want to be using during Season of Conquest. So this guy should definitely change that. All right, next try is gonna be, let's do this one. All right, very good. Again, not very big difference, but you don't want to be using Genghis Khan in Canyon in Season of Conquest again. So what I would do is pair. Actually, I'm gonna do Saladin with 𝒟𝒹𝓇. I'm gonna do YSG with Mehmet, and that's it. Yeah. Next, we're gonna try. Let's see. Now I always lose against these guys, so I won't be trying them. They are literal whales. They're too powerful for me. Let's find a guy around my power. For example, this lady. Let's go. Okay, back to rank 1. I mean, it's Monday, it's really not that special because everyone can be rank 1 at Mondays, but very good. A big difference, as you see. Next, we'll be trying an Archer King. This guy is a straight up Archer player. He is very strong with his archers. You can see he has every archer maxed. Nebu, Edward, and so on. So let's try Zeta. And we also managed to do that. That is very good. Wow, that is a big difference. Now, I would say that is because I am mainly a Cav player and Cav dominates archers. And that is because he lost. But again, I wouldn't recommend doing all archers on Sunset Canyon setup. That is a mistake. You should be more versatile and use those Cavs, archers, and infantry. All right, we got 2 more attempts. Let's do that. I see Bybors with YSG. That is funny. All right, let's go with this one. If I lose this one, I'm gonna be surprised. Okay, very good, very good. And finally, the last attempt. This guy is my friend. He has the same setup like me. He is using all the same commanders, but I think I got better equipment. We can try him, sure, to see how it turns out. You can see all the marchers are the same, exactly the same like mine. So let's see what happens. And another win. So that's it, guys. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something new. And if you have any suggestions for me, anything I can do to improve my setup, my account, please do let me know at the comments. And also, if you got any questions, please feel free to drop them at the comments below. I also got my socials linked on the video description. So I'm looking forward to hear from you guys. Anyway, take care and peace.